Gerald Nachai Undimo has lived in snowy Minnesota for 9 years, while his wife and children remain back home in Nakuru, Kenya. When election irregularities led to violence there, Gerald's family relied on him for information.
My cousin SMS'd me, call it, from Nairobi telling me, tell us what's going on here. It was very spontaneous and heartbreaking, and I was fearing for their life.
Kenyan Americans took to the streets of Minneapolis almost immediately to call for peace. There are more than 7,000 in this Midwestern city alone. Despite their close ties to the homeland, the community here was shocked by the bloodshed. Edwin Okong'o is the editor of Mshale, a local African newspaper.
They call on the phone and they talk to their family, and if they sent money to their family and the family tell them, oh, we're doing good, they think everybody's doing good.
The climate here is a far cry from East Africa, and yet Minnesota provides a warm welcome for immigrants with its progressive social policies and many educational opportunities. Africans have been flocking here for the last 2 decades, literally changing the complexion of the state. And at the same time contributing millions of dollars to a thriving economy back home.
Kibaki's government in the last term did realize that, and they made numerous attempts to reach out to the diaspora saying, send more money home, it's safe.
Now Kenyan Americans are raising money to help the 250,000 displaced people and working to influence the political process. Among them, Senator and presidential candidate Barack Obama, whose father was Kenyan.
Over the last week, there's been a lot of groups that have started, Peace for Kenya, Democracy Now, all that kind of thing. People who feel that there should be a revolution.
Gerald has decided to stay in Minnesota for a while, but even as he cooks up plans to bring his family to the U.S.
When it comes down to the people suffering at home, it heartbreaks everybody.
He will do everything he can to help Kenya. Kristen Salumi, Al Jazeera, Minnesota.